little by little, little by little. All right. Let's go outside and talk about yesterday. Good morning, everybody. It's me, Mitch. And it's Sunday morning. And I got to tell you, yesterday was a very interesting day. And after that little video that I made, let me get my shoes off here and let me show you what I'm doing. There we go. Let me get my shoes off so I can go barefoot, and let me take my glasses off. Put them in my pocket so I don't lose them. Now I am without glasses, without shoes, bright sun in my face. Let me walk over here where the sun can shine on me. And I want to talk about yesterday. Yesterday was an interesting day, to say the least. I started the day with a video that was kind of down, I guess. I watched it a couple times just to analyze it, see if I came off too needy sounding. I didn't want to do that. But what I expected as a result or reaction from that video was a raft, just a raft of unsubscriptions, a bunch of comments telling me to grow up, get a pair, stop whining, stop begging. I expected a ton of that stuff. Even though that wasn't my purpose in making the video. Maybe I didn't give my viewers enough credit for basically being compassionate, understanding, and recognizing. The reason I made that video as an effort to help me out and give me a way to keep doing what I'm doing, because maybe they actually really appreciated me. Now, I know from most of the comments that I get that I am appreciated. And if I didn't think I was doing any good, I would change the thrust of my channel to a whole different topic and genre that I happen to know things about, and do that. But true to form in my life, you ask me to pick something to do, I will always have to pick the most obscure, hardest thing with the most opposition. Maybe I just need to be in a battle. I don't know. But it was almost with hesitation that I opened up to see how, well, let's see how this disaster of a video is doing today. And I see that it's at the top end of the performance of my videos for the first hour or two. I said, wow, how the hell did that happen? Everybody want to, it's like people that slow down to watch a car accident. Did everybody want to watch this video because they wanted to see me crash and burn? So I started reading the comments. And I was shocked. And I shouldn't have been shocked. Because if there's one thing that I know, is that I know most of my subscribers and viewers, especially those people who are in my private community and I get to talk to personally, I know they're great people, fabulous people, the kind of people that I would want to and be proud to say are my personal friends. These are just understanding, smart people. Sometimes I let the few morons out there kind of weigh my opinion of the human race in general. It takes a video like this and a response like this to slap me back into reality sometimes. That maybe I'm, in my mind, over-exaggerating how many miserable people are out there, and that there really are nice and wonderful people. And it was the response to my video yesterday that turned my mood around 180 degrees quickly and turned it from what was obviously a down and bad morning to a very, very optimistic and happy afternoon. The comments were 99% basically, "We love you, Mitch." Many of you gave me super thanks, which I really, really appreciated, even though I end up with about 70%, and you know who takes the rest. And I've always said that they deserve that because they're paying for the infrastructure to host all the stuff that we do. I got a lot of suggestions. A lot of people told me they had no idea that Amazon worked that way, and they were going to use my links because they wanted to help support me. They just didn't know how. That's what really surprised me. I had people who didn't know about my private community, and 6 new people joined that yesterday, and I look forward to seeing them and meeting them. It was crazy. It was crazy, the response. But the one thing that I hope you took away from that video yesterday is that I'm a proud man. I've always been a proud man. I have never been reduced to having to beg for help. I've never taken charity. I don't ask for things. That should be evident and obvious to you, because just watch any of my videos. I don't ask for you to subscribe. I don't ask for you to hit that like button. I don't even ask for you to share these videos that I have with your friends. I say hello and goodbye, and on the way out, give you the rest of the day off. I don't like asking for things, especially favors. Then my father's words ring true to me. I can still hear him say this in his own voice. He would say, "You don't ask, you don't get." And that's like the number one rule of salesmanship. You know, when you try to sell somebody, if you don't try to close the deal, you're never going to make a sale. But I'm not trying to sell anybody anything here. I'm trying to just let you know what I found out, what worked for me, and how in the world that I managed to turn my health and my life around, both physically and mentally, doing this carnivore diet. But like all else, everybody else, I have needs, and I have to make a living, and I have expenses too. I've been trying to just let the system find its own level so that I can make enough money. But the system is stacked against us, probably because of the genre, because of the fact that this is about keto and carnivore. And it's a political world, so it gets tougher and tougher, and the revenues, the further we go into it and the bigger we get, the smaller the revenues. It's just a fact of life. So many people have had to figure out other ways to monetize their channel, and if they want to keep doing this, nobody can be expected to work for nothing. And I was heartened by so many comments yesterday who basically told me that nobody should expect to not be compensated in some manner for their efforts and their knowledge. And sometimes you got to beat it into this old hard head of mine. A couple of people said, swallow your pride, Mitch. Don't be ashamed. Start a buy me a coffee thing. Because people want to show their appreciation. They just don't have a way to do it. And they balk at the fact that if they do it through a super chat or super thanks or one of those things, that you don't get the majority of the money, that you have to share it with somebody. This buy me a coffee thing has been suggested to me many, many times because other people use it and it allows people to show their appreciation. I had no idea so many people wanted to show me their appreciation. You know, I understand. They leave a comment and say, thank you, you saved my life. I like your stuff better than everybody else's. And to those people, I really, really appreciate it. That does help. Nobody can ever say that being thanked isn't a good thing. But I've always resisted this. The thought of opening every video of mine with a long list of, here's a way you can send me money. I can't do that. I can't do that. That's just not me. That's just my pride. I'd be the worst. I could go out on a street corner with a cardboard sign, and I would be the guy that would be, afraid to walk up to the car window. I just am ashamed if I can't do it myself, if I can't support myself, if I can't figure out a way, and I have all my life to come back from the mishaps and disasters. And I'm doing that again right now. Coming back from a disaster. It just goes against who I am, goes against my very nature to beg or ask for, or to come off as begging. But I counted probably 6 or 8 or maybe even 10 comments. If you'd like, go back to that video from yesterday, read the comments, and you count them up for me and tell me how many people suggested, swallow your pride, start a buy me a coffee. People can give you $5, $10, $15 if they want. You get most of it. And I came to find out I get 95% of it, which is certainly a lot better. It's like getting a 2-for-1 with the other way. And just put it down, put it in the description. People can do it if they want. If they're grateful, if they feel like they want to help you out, they can do it. No pressure. Everybody does it. You're missing out on it. So I had never even thought about doing that. So I went on and I looked it up and looked at what they do and how they work. And I did it. Didn't take me but 3 minutes to sign up an account. Got my name, Old Guy Carnivore, so the link is buymeacoffee.com/oldguycarnivore. That's it, it's that simple. There's a button, it said $5, and you can hit ×2, ×3, I guess. I didn't explore anything past, there's the button, here's where you do it. There's other things they do. They actually would let me make videos, especially for supporters on Buy Me a Coffee. They have things they call membership. That's all. Maybe I'll look into that down the line. I'm not interested in setting up a whole new community and having whole different videos. The YouTube thing and the private community thing is enough for me. But I am going to have this Buy Me a Coffee thing available so that, especially for those of you who yesterday let me know that you really want to help a little bit. It's not a big thing, $5. You want to help a little bit, but you just you didn't know how. I even had one user said, I will Venmo you money if you want. I just will not do it through a super chat. I can understand that, believe me. So I did it. I set it up last night. I'm going to start putting the link in the description of my videos. If you think you want to do it, do it. If you don't want to do it, don't. I want these things to come from the heart. Of course they make me feel good. So many of you gave me the super thanks yesterday. That made me feel good, and I hope in my response to you, I actually expressed my appreciation adequately so that you know how really much that meant to me and goes to my heart. And I guess at the bottom line of this whole thing is that I came out of yesterday with a 180-degree change of attitude about this whole experience, about my view of the human race, especially my view of the fabulous and wonderful and caring and good people that are the community of carnivores or keto or ketovore, that against all odds, against all advice from the so-called experts, are taking charge, have the guts and the intelligence to take charge of your own lives, your own health and your own future, because you're not dumb enough to fall for the propaganda and the dancing fat people on the ads for diabetes drugs. You're too smart for that. And if you're too smart for that, my friends, you're exactly who my whole message and experience is aimed at. So let me just say, me and this bird that's up there chirping, thank you so much again. Thank you so much for offering to use my Amazon links to support that Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you so much. I'll be there whether you do that or not. That's up to you. Thank you so much for making me feel better yesterday. And I'm going to enjoy that glow, that mood, for the rest of today, because I got a rant to do tomorrow morning, and it's hard to do those rants when you're in a good mood. So I have to find something today that just pisses me off. Probably won't be hard to find. But keep in mind, when I do the Monday morning rants, a lot of that is just show business. That down in my heart, I feel pretty good. And I feel pretty good about the future of all of us and the future of my little channel. So you really helped me yesterday. Thank you again. Thank you so much. With that, take the rest of the day off and eat meat.